below. This is going to be a really quick video on how to put your Tornado V3 corner back together. Let's say the tiles have fallen off. Usually if the tiles have fallen off, that already indicates that there's damage onto the tiles and they're going to be kind of hard to put back onto the corner already. But let's say that there's no damage on any of these tiles. So you can see that there's there's a lot of small thin pieces that can easily be damaged if you try to just force it back onto the piece without knowing what you're doing. My suggestion is if you have broken tiles, just try to put it back together as best as you can and just super glue it back onto the corner to prevent it from ever coming out ever again. There's no adjustable magnets, there's no features in here that you need to really take care of. So just having it completely sealed off is perfectly fine, but if you want to not do that, replacement corners will be the best thing to do if your tiles are completely damaged. So to get started, we first want to get these three corners together. So to do that, I'm going to bring out a reference cube just so I can see what colors go where. Here we have the yellow, orange, and blue. So here's my yellow, orange, and blue corner right here. So we know that yellow's on top, orange is on the left, blue is on the right. So we want to see these little pegs right here. So these little pegs will go into the other piece on these little slots. So we want to do that nice and carefully and slowly. So first we're going to start off with the blue tile. So the blue tile is going to go on the right side. Here we have the peg right here. We're going to interlock it with the yellow, and you should just hear a very subtle click when you kind of push it in there, like that. And next we're going to have the orange tile, and this needs to both click into place and the yellow one needs to click onto the orange, and then the orange needs to click into the blue. So we're gonna try to approach this at a small angle like this, and at the same time, without kind of doing too much force, we're just gonna try to click it into place. There's one, then there's two, and that's how you would do it. We want to inspect the corners, make sure that there's no bent pins or anything of that sort. So usually what breaks on these will be these little pegs right here. That'll make it come out really, really easily because these kind of just hold it into place. But this is the main piece that kind of holds everything into place. If this is bent or damaged in any way, again, super gluing it would probably be the best thing to do. So next, this can be twisted in any way. We're just gonna go ahead and position it over. And what we wanna make sure are these little tiny pegs right here will go onto these slots right there. And then these hooks right here will hook onto this little slot right there. And we're gonna do this very, very slowly, making sure that we have aligned everything properly. So once you kind of feel that everything's in place, we're just gonna do a nice firm push. So nothing was in place that time, so nothing went through, but it should just kind of slide back into place once everything is properly positioned. And we don't want to force it. We don't want to, it shouldn't require too much additional extra forces. So, all right, that was a nice firm click. Now it's secured back in place, and you can put this piece back in your cube.